back to MDL Crochet. This week's stitch is called the Tunisian reverse stitch. So we're going to change colors. What you're going to do is go ahead and snip a decent tail, grab your new yarn, make a loop, pull through, and then tighten down the old. And you're there. Now this stitch is one of those anti-curling stitches. It counteracts the curl that we already have going on down here, as you can see. So what we're going to do is, this is how I start, especially since we're working on adding from a different type of stitch, is you got to move all these tails out of the way. Find that first gap, the first hole, like we were working through when we were doing the full stitch. You're wanting to find that first hole, okay? You want that first hole. You don't want the first bar, you want the first hole. Then you're going to you're in that hole. Then you're going to take your needle and kind of work it behind that first bar, out the second hole. Now this is where you pull up. And you're going to do that. You can sometimes see the bars, like we're seeing back here. Once you get the hang of it, it actually becomes pretty simple. But if you can work in the back, like I am right now, or you can work in the front, which is just go through the hole, split the two bars, make sure you got the back bar, and then pull through. So you can do it that way. This is a very simple stitch. I like to work with it this way, because to me it's easy, but you can work through it that way. You can see that bar, yarn over, pull through. You can do it this way, okay? Either way is fine. They both come out with the same end result. This stitch is really, I like the texture that it creates. I use it in brims for my beanies or my slouchy hats. Sometimes whenever or some of my scarves, I have used it as the first 4 rows in my scarves, so that it helps counteract the rolling. Or the curling, I should say. It creates less, you don't have to steam it, because you can steam it to get the curl out. Or, after you wash it, you can steam it, or you can block it. I haven't blocked anything, so I haven't found the need to, because my tension is pretty much on point where I want it, and the item always comes out how I like it. So we're at the last bar, right? Now this is the only thing that is different with this stitch. We're working in the back, but with the front, we're still working with the front loop. It's still the same. So you're gonna drop your needle down, do the normal fold, poke through, yarn over, and pull through. And guess what? You chain 1. And you pull through 2. And you do that all the way down. We're gonna work about 3 rows of this, and then I'm gonna let you work the remaining 7. So that way, it's always still, you're doing a regular return pass, which is pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you're gonna do that till you have only 1 loop left on your hook. Here in a minute, you're gonna see the texture that this really creates. Like I said, I like it as a brim on slouchies, the slouchy hats, or even beanies. And sometimes I've used it as brims for fingerless gloves. Let's tighten this one down. They'll get tightened when we tie in the ends. Hopefully you guys saw the weave of the end weaving video and have figured out a good way for you to weave your ends. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Move the yarn out of the way, and there's your back post. That's all you're doing with this one. You're just working in the back. And you just move on down the line. You can see that it gets a little, doing it this way, it makes you like feel like you need to stretch like you're looking over a fence so you can see it. That's why I prefer to go this way. I could still be comfortable, not hurting my back or my neck or my arms. And it still comes up with the same result. It's also about your comfort. Because if you're sitting there for so long, you know, your back, your shoulders, your neck, and your arms do take it does take a toll on them. And, you know, those are the times that when it starts hurting, you need to step away. Take a few hour break. Have your other half massage that area that's hurting. Go stretch out. That will help big time. Now, we're almost to the end again. And as I said, I'm showing you both ways of how to do this. You can go, like I said, from the back, or like how I've been doing, poking through and then going. Now we're at the last stitch. So drop down, fold over, push through, yarn over, and pull through. You're going to chain one, and then you're going to pull through two. And you're going to do that until you have only one stitch, or one loop, I should say, on your hook. Now you can see that texture starting to come out. It's happened on the blue because that's how or that turquoise, on the knit stitch color that I used. Just because we went through the back. And then you can see there. So we're gonna do one more row, and then I'd like for you guys to do 7 by yourselves. I'm gonna do half of this row working this way, and then I'm gonna work it the other half the way I normally do it, okay? Just because I feel comfortable showing you guys 2 different ways to do this. So do that. There's your bar. You can see your bar is easy here. Working out that knit stitch, it wasn't too easy to see the bars. This is making it so easy to see the back bars. If I don't split the yarn, and that happens. Pour some more out. Now we're going to switch to the way I like, and it's just going this way. And you're getting the same effect. You're just doing it different. It's a different road to get to the same destination, but it comes up with the same exact end product. Got a few more to do. And then we're at our end. So you drop down, fold, poke through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over 1, so you can chain 1, and then you pull through 2. Remember that last stitch is chain 1 unless you're doing an extended stitch. Then that changes everything. And I'm going to be showing y'all how to do an extended stitch in a few more weeks. but just keep going through. All right, you can see that texture taking form. All right, I want you to go ahead and complete 7 more rows so you can see the full thing together. And I'll get back to you at the end. All right, we're finishing up the last few stitches on this swatch. But you see what I'm talking about, the texture. It's a really cool texture. If you can even get like the heat resistant yarn that you can make pot holders out of, I think it would make an actual really well cool looking pot holder. But the stitch is also great, like I said, for brims. If you know, I make my brims vertically, and you know, you can make it vertically and then you can build up. You can do a lot with this, and I like this stitch a lot. But to remember, if you could, subscribe and like, and I'll see y'all next time. So until next time, keep stitching.